Good evening, high energy. Your love is lifting me higher. Hello. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Hayo'u. Good evening, everyone. We are talking, well, I am talking about energy this evening. This is day 3 of us giving you the support to take self-care as your New Year's resolution. Good evening, Nancy. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Benny. Good evening, Scout. Good evening. So, what is this evening's feed all about? We are going to be talking about energy. Energy. Who would like some energy? Me, pick me. I would like some energy. We would all, good evening, Catherine. Good evening, Jules. Thank you all for joining me this evening, everybody. We are talking about energy, okay, or lack thereof, because most people that I encounter in clinic have no energy. They are exhausted, and the number of comments, hello New Jersey, hello, so the number of the number of comments I get with people going, how do I have so much energy? They'd like a little bit of my energy. How is it that I've got so much of it? What's going on? What am I doing? And the answer is I'm not doing anything secret. Okay, everything I do, I do it for you. Yeah, you like the class. So I am here to talk to you today about how to take 1-minute self-care rituals into your daily life, which is going to give you this much sought after energy that you need in your body. And I promise you, it is an awfully lot easier than you think. So the thing about energy in Chinese medicine is that we really are the experts on this subject, okay? The very word qi, okay, which is the root of all aspects of Chinese medicine, is translated as energy. Okay, or life force. Okay, energy and life force in Chinese medicine is the same thing. So when you are saying to yourself, oh, I'm really tired, oh, I'm exhausted, I've got no energy, what you mean is that the life force that sits inside your body is not like zhung, like this, like I am, like boom, like this. Okay, it's and if you look at any children, grandchildren, or sort of younger members of society, what you notice with them is that they run around, they've got loads of energy, they wake up in the morning, they're all like full of beans, and then as one gets older, the energy starts to decline and we get more and more exhausted until the point sometimes you find it's hard to get up, sometimes you hit a massive slump in the afternoon, sometimes it's both, and then of course sometimes you find yourself so lacking in energy that you literally don't have enough oomph to get yourself through the day at all. The whole way from the morning all the way through. And then often what you find is the very people that are exhausted all day then can't sleep. Okay, then they're finding themselves even more exhausted because they're not sleeping. And all of it is entirely fixable. And the good news is that it is really, really fixable in literally 1 minute a day. 1 minute. This is why you've got my models going like this with you, holding up the tools, because you can do something about it. Once you understand what to do, so you need the know-how, and then you need the right tool for the job, then you're off and running. And you don't need to spend hours in the gym. You don't need to go on some clever diet. You just need to apply a little bit of common sense, most of which is attached in my free downloadable fact sheets, all on Katie Brindle, and the right tool for the job, which is why I'm here on Hayo'u to talk to you about it today. So without further ado, what is the single most thing that you can do to increase your energy every single day in 1 minute? And the answer is get yourself a multi-award winning tapper. Okay, this piece of kit at £28 on Hayo'u is the most incredible piece of kit that is going to give you instant energy, okay, in one hit, in 1 minute. So if you have a tapper and you got one for Christmas, grab it now. If not, I could ask you to just loosely clench your fist and start drumming your body where I'm showing you with the tapper, okay, because this is a technique called Pai Sha. Now, a loosely clenched fist is going to give you the starting blocks, but nothing is going to give you the energy in the way that the bamboo tapper does. It's only 160 grams. It's very light. Anyone can use it. And best of all, because of its shape, it is able for you to reach these hard to reach areas in your upper back like this. And what this is doing by tapping the body is it's releasing any stuck circulation that's basically getting stuck in the nooks and crannies of your body. And as that circulation starts to slow down, the energy levels start to drop in the body because the life force, which is moved by the qi and the blood, and the oxygen in the blood are not moving freely around the body. And you just tap the body to allow things to de-stagnate and to start moving smoothly. It is that simple. So the time that I ask you to use this tapper is normally first thing in the morning when you need to wake up. Okay, so I use my tapper. I'm in my bathroom. Everything comes out of everything in this brand has been created in this very bathroom. Okay, at that sink just there is where all these products which you now have or are about to have in your bathroom have emerged. This is me, okay, in my Aladdin's Cave of Wonders. And this product, through that door there is my shower. And when I've had my shower, I dry myself and I use my tapper all over my body. Okay, all over my upper back, round the tummy, down the outside of the legs, over the feet, up the inside of the legs. Tap, 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 tap. And what you're going to find is that you're really invigorating the circulation of chi and blood in 1 minute. And what you're going to find, what you're going to find is that your body is going to feel instantly energized because the life force and the circulation are being moved freely around the body. The cells are starting to go like this rather than flatlining like this with all the stress and exhaustion of your day. The tapping invigorates them and it wakes them up and they start vibrating like this, like this, and everything starts to feel awake. So the obvious time to do this is first thing in the morning after your shower because that's when you're normally tired, you're waking up, you're getting yourself ready for the day ahead. But as we're in lockdown, most people are now working from home, have a tapper by your desk. Take your tapper from your bathroom downstairs and then tap your body regularly throughout the day. It massively energizes you. So if you're getting to those energy slumps in the afternoon, then get your tapper out and just give yourself a really good tap and tap your head really good for getting the energy back up into the brain cells. Tap around the neck, tap that all-important upper shoulder. We can't get to massages right now. Okay, what's this? Sarah Farrow. Katie, you broke your Jake in the shower? Oh no, oh no, oh no. I know you did a promotion on these over Christmas. Any chance to have carried the discount through to you? I'm really sorry, Sarah, the discount has finished, but you've got to watch this space because we do flash sales, okay? But we're not doing any flash sales soon because we did so much discounting over Christmas to basically support everybody, okay? So what I suggest you do is you put a bath mat down in your shower, guys, because shower combing is so good for you, okay? I have to say I've never once broken a single comb, but I know a few people have. So the other thing to do is you can put a little elastic band around the prong of the comb and then hook it over here so that it's attached. Catherine, who I know is on this feed, did a really lovely hack and it's on the Hayo'u method to show you how to do it. So that keeps it attached, okay? Because we want you to keep your tools, okay? I'm going to come to body combing in a minute. But the first thing to say, if you want energy in 1 minute, then you need to get yourself a tapper and you need to get tapping. It's brilliant. If any of you have come across this brand because you have started to use gua sha crystals in your skincare and I have indeed convinced you that I am indeed right, okay, and that these crystals make a massive difference to how your skin is, then please trust me on the rest of this content. I promise you that face gua sha, when it comes to self-care, is merely the tip of a massive iceberg of content, and it is absolutely brilliant, okay? All of it works. Chinese medicine has been around for thousands of years. It has served billions of people, and these techniques work. Okay, all I'm doing is standing here telling you the truth. And what's so great about products like this is they don't need batteries, they don't need charging, they don't come in plastic, they're entirely natural and they last, okay, and they work. So they're a one-off purchase that basically is going to do the trick. So, good idea with the rubber band. Yes, Sarah, do that. Do the rubber band and just get yourself one of those kind of plastic shower mat type things, or like here, you know, on my bathroom floor, you know, I've got one of these just like a really bog standard bath, so it's really grubby. I shouldn't have shown that, but never mind. Only my dirty laundry. Have mats down so that they don't break, okay? Because these tools are designed to last you a lifetime, okay? Lots of people saying you love your tapper. You're in Hawaii. Wow, how beautiful. How lovely, lovely. So that's the first thing to say, that if you want to increase the energy in 1 minute, you need to tap. Makes a massive difference. But let's talk a little bit more about energy, okay? Because the idea of self-care, which is everything, which is the Hayo'u method, is about, we are the leaders in self-care. We have been talking about self-care now for the last 3 years since we launched. And what's happened is that the market picked up on the beauty aspect of what we were talking about. But we've had body tools all the way through, because self-care is all about looking after your body, and never before has that message been more paramount than right now. So when we're dealing with energy, what we're dealing with is the circulation not moving freely around the body. The free flow of qi and blood, remember qi is energy, in the body is the cornerstone of health in Chinese medicine. All right, it is the most important aspect of looking after yourself. The minute that circulation gets disrupted, you start to have a problem. And the first thing you're going to experience is low energy. It's the first symptom. As the blood circulation stops circulating freely, everything starts to kind of like going like this, and you start to feel tired. Okay, so the key to feeling energized is ensuring that the circulation is moving freely. Now, the first step to do that is tapping the body, but there's a little bit further you can go. If you wish to add another minute into your self-care routine this January, then this is where body gua sha comes in, because most of us, if we're approaching these self-care techniques now and you're over the age of about 30, okay, which is, I know, most people in the demographic here, what you find is life starts taking its toll. We get knocks and bolts and jolts, and we have emotional pain that we go through. We have breakups and upsets, and we have, I don't know, lost babies, breakups with boyfriends or husbands, or divorces, or job disappointments, or housing that doesn't work, or we've lost our livelihood through COVID. All of these things that affect us, they affect the emotions of the body, and the body houses the emotions in the circulatory system. And when things start to get blocked and the energy doesn't move freely around the body, then the circulation becomes impaired. Things start to get stuck. Things get stiff, things start to get settled, the energy doesn't start moving properly, then you start to get lumps and bumps, aches and pains, you get joint ache, shoulder ache, hip pains, knee pains, fat cells, aches and pains, kind of things not quite operating as smoothly as they should. And when any of those things are coming into your world, this is where you need body gua sha, okay? Because body gua sha is the most fantastic technique. Just like face gua sha using the crystals is so brilliant on your facial skin, body gua sha is going to deliver the same punch into the body itself, and it's therefore going to release stagnation, and it's going to allow the circulation to flow smoothly, thus immediately allowing you to feel energized. The other thing to say about pain, which in my years in clinic, I can tell you all of us suffer from, all of us have been through our emotional traumas in life. And pain has a habit of lowering the frequency of the body. Okay, and the frequency as to where and how your cells vibrate is what's giving you energy. If your frequency is high, okay, the energy is like this. It's electrifying, okay? It's like when you've been to a pop concert, or you've seen some amazing piece of art, or you've seen someone on Instagram that just raises your energy, okay? It's the frequency. And I can tell you that pain has a lower frequency than joy, okay? Joy and love have a very high frequency, okay? Virtue sits up here. Pain is down here, and it will pull your energy down. So we need to allow that pain to be released, partly by understanding where it's come from, partly by forgiving ourselves and understanding why we've suffered and why we've been through what we've been through, and assisting ourselves to work through that. All of which, by the way, folks, I will help you with over on the Katie Brindle Qigong live feed first thing at 8 o'clock every morning. Also on my Hayo'u Fit classes, which are at 12 o'clock practically every day of the week. Okay, so those kinds of emotional things you're dealing with, I will help you with that. But here on Hayo'u, this is about the kind of the 1 minute solutions where you can just get a bang for your buck and move on with your life. Okay, so whilst we're addressing over on Katie Brindle and Hayo'u Fit the deeper meaning for your pain, okay, the key thing to say to you is that tapping and body gua sha will really address the symptoms as to where it's feeling. So without further ado, let me demonstrate to you, for example, shoulder pain, okay? Because shoulder pain will reduce your energy because the vibration is low, and it will mean that the circulation cannot move freely around the body. It's going to get stuck. This will start to throb. My energy levels will start to go down, okay? Sarah, can anyone get on to the 12 midday classes? Catherine will help you with that, Sarah. If you could just send me a message, if you just plonk it under the today's post, I will ensure that Catherine, actually I think Catherine's there, by the way, so Catherine's there. So Catherine, thank you for you. Right, here is where I undress myself and kind of la la na na na. Right, so this is where I'm going to show you body gua sha. Okay, so what do we do for body gua sha? The first thing you need for your 1 minute body gua sha pain relief, energy stimulating tool is the body gua sha tool. This is exactly the same as the face gua sha, which is the award-winning crystal. And here you go. It's a much slimmer edge made of medicinal grade stainless steel. This is the product to use on your body. Do not use metal on your face. It is a disaster. Please don't do that. Very, very bad. Very, very good for the body, okay? Now, body gua sha is used for pain relief, but it's also a very useful technique because it's used traditionally to clear inflammation. It is also used to clear cough and fevers, and most of all to relieve pain, okay? And when you're doing those things, you are going to naturally increase the circulation flow and therefore increase your energy levels. This is a no-brainer for self-care. If you want to have a self-care tool, you need this and you need this, okay? This is body self-care in 1 minute, and this is what you need to do. So you then grab yourself some oil. Of course, we have the lovely, gorgeous, also award-winning Hayo'u body oil. So we have this. So this has got lovely ingredients, lang lang, frankincense and lotus, which are natural anti-inflammatory ingredients used. It's also the right oil consistency for body gua sha, okay? This is a really lovely oil if anyone's interested. But the star of the show is, of course, the body gua sha. So all you simply do is you take the tool and you simply press stroke over the area. And what you'll notice, look how red that comes up straight away because of the tool. Okay, because of the rounded edge and the metal and the fact that this is my shoulder, this is where I've always had pain. I do this every single night, okay? And you just simply press stroke the tool. Look at that red flush coming up, right? You can stop right there. Okay, I've done 6 strokes and already that area has eased. I can feel the flow, that neat, neat feeling of pain where it's like, has already been released by just simply press stroking it across. And if I did this, that doesn't work. All that's doing is pushing everything deeper inside, making it more stagnant. What you need to do is press stroke in order to release the stagnation and allow everything to flow smoothly. Take it down the arm. There it is, coming up red. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you very much. Also giving me lovely skin tone at the same time. And there we go. I can take it up into the neck, just there. It's just a simple press stroke, press stroke. I'm doing about 6 sweeps, and already you'll notice how that's starting to just release everything out. And it's that simple. And the thing is that you do this before you go to bed at night, okay? This is the best thing you can do before you go to sleep. Gua shaing the upper chest or any areas of pain is the best thing you can possibly do. If this tool is beautifully designed by me, thank you, and you can use this tool in many different ways. So I've shown you this one along the upper shoulders, okay, but this lovely double-ended bit here, perfect for tennis elbow or golfer's elbow. You can just get right in there, okay? It's really good for RSI. You can get into the wrist joints really easily, over the lumps and bumps there, just releasing everything. It's really good for arthritis on the fingers. You just literally go over the joints. So if the joints are inflamed, you can then go over the knuckle joints as well. So all of that is available. Brilliant. You can go over your knees, any area like this, over the ankles. It's also very, very good for helping you get to sleep at night. Because again, when you're suffering from low energy, one of the problems is you need a good night's sleep. Okay. And therefore, what I suggest that you do for cough, let me just do cough. So for cough, you put the oil on the chest here and on the upper back, and then you simply press stroke over the chest, away from the heart like this. And if you're doing it as a self-practice, you can easily reach the upper areas like this. Ideally, you want to kind of get in on this area of the back there. So for that, you are going to need to have a partner who's just basically going to press stroke over the back of the body like that. Otherwise, hit it with a tapper and that will help as well. Okay, so would it be good for gastritis? Yes, it would. But basically, I would suggest that you start with Qigong. So come and join me over on Hayo'u Fit with the Qigong classes to get gastritis going. And then you need to get my immunity fact sheet and my stress fact sheet over from Katie Brindle, because yes, this works, and yes, you can gua sha the abdominal area, you absolutely can, and also gua sha all the way along this part of the arm like this, from the index finger up this area, because this is the large intestine channel. Okay, so you can just literally take the tool and just gua sha, and what you'll find is that the channel will come up red. But the key thing to something like gastritis, okay, is that what's happening is that if your life is stressed or emotionally traumatic, which it probably is, then what happens is the body creates what we call heat. okay, in Chinese medicine, and the body wants to put that heat somewhere. It has to do something with it. It does not want it in the organs because it's dangerous. So the body will go, So it will sweat it out. It will shove it up into the head for headaches. It will put it through patches through the skin, creating skin conditions. It will put it into the big joints or the little joints, creating arthritis and joint pain, or it puts it into empty spaces in the body. And in the sense of gastritis, what it's doing is it's putting it into the colon because there's space in there for it to go. That's why IBS is such a common symptom of ill health, because we are producing heat on a daily basis. Our lives are stressed, okay? So therefore, what happens is all bodies are going to do something with that heat. And that is where the low-level signs and symptoms come in, which is why I'm dealing with energy today. So every single day in January, we are going to be showing you how to do 1 minute of self-care for something. Okay, so we're starting generally. I will go more specific as we go along. So, when you're going back to your feet, you can use this tool very, very easily to massage the feet before you go to sleep at night. I suggest you just literally just use your sink, put each foot under the tap, just wash the feet with the warm water. Ideally use the Hayo'u shower minerals, but if not, just use some soap. Dry your feet and then put some oil on and use the gua sha and just press stroke over the feet. So I'm using my hands to show you, and over the ankles and over the toes, and under the surface and over the top, and you will find that will really draw the energy down into the lower body and get you ready for that all-important good night's sleep, okay? So that's a really important aspect to having good energy, is having a really good night's sleep as well, and allowing the free flow of the circulation to enable that to happen. Okay, so that's what it's all about. So the two tools that you need to use for your self-care to allow you to have more energy are the body restorer and the body tapper. Okay, because that's the most important thing you need to do. So those are the I keep saying crystals. Those are the key things to know about energy. Now there's more to it. Because the thing is, over here on Hayo'u, is that this is all about 1 minute to self-care. This is about you owning a product that you've invested in and going, wow, I love this product. I love my tapper, my body gua sha, my face crystals, my oil, my shower gel, my bath minerals, my candle, these things that we have for you, okay? But this brand is not about roll up, buy something and don't come back till you want to buy something else. Absolutely not. This brand is a movement of healing, okay? Because I am the founder of this brand and it is my desire to make you well. That is all I want to do. And the reason why this is 3 brands, not 1, is because to get well, you need to bed these simple 1 minute techniques into more stuff, but it needs to be integrated. It's not buy this and then buy this and then buy that and then go on a diet and then go to the gym. It's an integrated approach to your self-care, and it starts with the tip of the iceberg, which is the Hayo'u method, which is basically allowing you these simple products that will deliver you a 1 minute result, like brushing your teeth. That was the absolute incentive of me as the founder when I created this brand. I wanted this information to be so distilled that it would work like a toothbrush. It was as simple as brushing your teeth, which is exactly what we have now delivered on the Hayo'u method. Every single one of these products is here to give you 1 minute results. And what you will find when you try these techniques is after 1 minute, you will feel better. You will feel the results straight away. I am telling you the truth, and the truth is held within you. It resonates because it's true, okay? And I promise you, I stand here every day delivering the truth because I love it and I serve it and I want to make you well. But if you truly, truly want to be well and your health is not great and you are suffering right now, you're in lockdown, you're suffering, you're in pain, you're in torment, Hayo'u will give you these 1 minute crystals and these 1 minute tools, but there is more that you can do, okay? And this is why we have the Katie Brindle account and the Hayo'u Fit account. This is why if you want to join me at 8 in the morning on the Qigong class, it's free. You've got more space in that environment for me to take this message deeper, okay, to explain to you more about the answer to the question, why? Why am I suffering? Why do I even need to spend a minute addressing my circulation and tapping my body? Why? And the answer is because life is difficult. And therefore, in order to really get under the bonnet of your health problems, we need to spend a little bit more time. So whilst 1 minute is absolutely fantastic and is without question the resolution for you to take this January, never mind anything else, where I want to draw you in with this brand is into the deeper content, which I give you for free every single day in my Qigong classes. The content is also freely available on the fact sheet weeks over on Katie Brindle, and there are many classes going on Hayo'u Fit, which will allow the energy levels of your body to increase. And that is the holy grail. Whilst tapping and gua sharing is going to make a massive difference to how you feel, there is further you can go if you wish. And this brand is offering you an integrated approach to self-care so that we can absolutely offer it to you with bells and whistles, some of it free, some of it paid, but all of us are here and available. The customer care team are amazing. If you've got problems and you need some support, we're here to help you. We will give you everything we possibly can to give you the self-care that you need this January. Okay, so am I going to be doing my PM class on Hayo'u Fit? Yes, I am going to be teaching Hayo'u Fit at 12 noon, almost every day. I'd like to do it every day. I think my team are just trying to catch up with me, folks, because of course I've been working over the weekend and they're all starting back up tomorrow and go, oh my God, okay, Christmas is over. So the fact of this brand is 1 minute to self-care is what you get on Hayo'u with these amazing products and techniques. There is more about this brand if you wish to have it. So are there any other things that you need me to answer? If you want exactly on the thing. So there's one more thing actually I'm going to teach you before we leave, because I'm allowed half an hour and Nancy will kill me. So once you've understood the nature of tapping and gua sha, which we've talked about today, and we've talked a bit about foot bathing as well to help you sleep, but there is one more thing. Okay, that if you want to increase the energy in your body in 1 minute, then you need to learn to breathe. And breathing is free. And the thing is, as a society, we are so used to the fact that we're being sold stuff all the time. And here I am indeed standing on my commercial platform, but I'm giving you something for free here, which is what we've called the rescue breath. Okay, so the rescue breath, yeah, we'll do sleep this week, Jules. I will add sleep in. We're just working through the initial New Year's resolutions to start with, and then we'll be adding every day. I'm going live at 6. We're going to be talking about self-care in a minute with all of the different kind of permutations of it. So sleep. Sorry, what am I talking about? Breath. Sorry, I'm on breath. So all you need to do to breathe properly is just go to your third eye, which is just here. Okay, take your attention here. Just put your hand here. Take a breath in, take your other hand, place it over this area which we call the dantian. Okay, this is the energetic center of the body. Close your eyes. Take your other hand now, place it on your hand, both hands on your dantian. And simply all you do is breathe down into your lower belly. Imagine a Mona Lisa smile, just a little smile into your hands as you breathe down into the lower belly. It's a really simple technique. This rescue breath, we call it. In order for your energy to increase, you need oxygen getting into your cells, and the tapping and the gua sha will enable the oxygen to be moved around the body. But it's important to draw the oxygen in by keeping your attention down in the lower belly. And just breathing and smiling into your hands. Just carry on breathing like this. This can become a very simple meditation, but it's a really useful practice if you're finding it hard to switch off or relax. You just place your hands on your belly and breathe into your lower belly. Just blink your eyes and come back to me. It's a really simple technique. Really, really simple. And then, having increased the levels of oxygen in your body, then by tapping them around, you're going to really feel the benefits. And the thing about breath is it's free. It's really easy. So that's my very simple rescue meditation. Heartburn, yes. Okay, so heartburn. Okay, so what you do is you put oil on the chest here, sort of go down here. Then you simply take the body restorer and you really get down into this area and really use that thin point and just draw the energy out. What you'll find is that it will probably go red. Now, I don't know how old your mother is, but if she's elderly, don't go too hard and just do a few little light strokes. Look at that red. Just that is enough, just to do it a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. And then you can also gua sha around this area here. You can then just take it away from the heart, under the ribs like that. Just get her to move her boob out the way and just do that. So you're just going along the band here and around the band here. Don't gua sha over breast tissue, okay? So that will make a massive difference to how she's feeling. You can also gua sha at the back of the heart, just here, okay? Just allow it to release out there. But when you're dealing with elderly people, please don't over gua sha, just do a few light strokes, okay? So there are, that's the first thing to say, okay, when you're dealing with heartburn. I would also recommend the breathing. You'd also need to have a look at her diet. So if you want to just send me in a message, I can have a closer look for you as well, okay? Because it hasn't all ramped back up yet, so I've got capacity to do that. So the first thing is to do gua sha, because it clears heat and inflammation. That's the first thing. But do it very gently. Do it little and often, okay? When you're dealing with the elderly, we call it grains of sand therapy, which is just little and often, just sprinkle, because the energy when you get older decreases. So then if you suddenly start really aggressively gua shaing and whacking yourself with a tapper really hard, it's too much, okay? So there we go. That is another end of a lovely feed. Thank you all so much for joining me. As usual, I still have forgotten what tomorrow's is about. Sorry, slightly winging it day by day until the team come back tomorrow. Then finally we get our plans properly sorted out. Why can't you do it over breast tissue? Because there are contraindications, okay? It's too complicated to go into. There are ways that you could, but I would basically, on the basis that I'm not in front of you and seeing you individually, it is best to avoid it, okay? And to go around the top, under the side and down the sides into the body, okay? So thank you all so much. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock on Katie Brindle. If anyone is new to this brand, you've received this stuff over Christmas, come and join me over on the Chigang. Catherine will be there, Jules will be there. Jules won't be there actually. We'll all be there, apart from Jules, she's still on holiday. And of course I'll be teaching back on Hayo'u Fit at lunchtime tomorrow. But in the meantime, enjoy these products. Take your 1 minute to self-care, folks. That is the only resolution you need to make, because that is a really achievable thing in this January lockdown that we're going into. This is not about punishing yourself. This is about feeling good and giving yourself baby steps to feeling better. Okay, so energy is now ticked off the list. We're going on to the next one tomorrow. Have a lovely evening, guys, and I'll see you on Katie Brindle at 8 o'clock.